Hi everyone. I just got my Nintendo Switch 2, so I thought let's just share my opinion about it. And I just had a brief time with it, but in that time I was able to test it. So I thought let's just do a early review. It's still going to take me some time before I'll upload the final review, so I'm just here to share my thoughts about it. So let's just start with the console, and it's actually more or less the same. As you can see, the UI is more or less the same. There's a bit improvement in it, but more or less it's actually the same. The Joy-Cons they have made now magnetic, so you can actually easily you can detach them, and you can also, once you attach them, it's actually very satisfying once you detach and attach them again. It's actually very, very satisfying. It's actually really sturdy and well made. It's really good. The build quality is actually very good. It feels really premium, and above all, they have actually made the kickstand actually really well. It just feels like sturdy. It's actually really good. You can just really play with it. It's actually great, and like the games and the games actually run really well on it. So in the application or something, and once you're using it, it does not get slow like the original Switch. The original Switch, it was just not powerful enough, so that made it a bit laggy in my opinion. So moving on, like the screen is actually a 7.9-inch screen, LCD, 120 hertz display, which is actually great because I don't see any flaws in the screen. It's actually a great screen to play. Of course, I would like to have like smaller bezels, but they are there, and I don't mind them that much. As I mentioned, the games actually do run better on this device. So that's actually, that was of course that's the whole point of getting a new console. So there's of course dock also comes with it, but for now I'm just doing the handheld mode. So, and moving on to the speakers, actually speakers are great. You really hear the speakers; they're actually really nice speakers. So I have no complaints about the speaker, and there are new features like game chat. I haven't spent much time on that, but once I will share my opinion about that. And the biggest thing, of course, is the backwards compatibility. As you can see, like I'm just running Yoshi over here, so it's actually a great game that you can just play, and it just runs well. It just runs out of the box. You can just play this game, so that's actually great about it. And so now, after spending my time with it, I do actually have some pros and cons for you guys. So let me just share them real quick with you guys. So I'll start actually with the pros. This is actually it has a newer processor, so because of that, it's actually more powerful, and it actually runs the games better. So if you go on the backwards compatibility and you run the same games, it actually run those games better, and they actually look better on the screen somehow. So that's actually really a plus point. And of course, it has a larger screen. It has a larger screen, and of course you see the games more on this device. The Joy-Cons are still actually a bit on the tiny side in my opinion, but they're more or less the same. They have a really familiar feel to it, so they are actually good. So I don't have much complaint about them, but I do feel that it is actually really flat surface, like here, the front and the back. So this does not really hold good, but because the device is really light, it actually hasn't bothered me yet. So that's actually also quite good. And after the Joy-Cons, actually the kickstand is actually really one of the biggest points. It's actually really great. It's really sturdy. It feels like really great to use, and it's like really practical in my opinion. So that's actually also really one of the pros in my opinion. And more, of course, the loading time on this device are actually better. So the games you're gonna play, they're just gonna load up faster. So that's actually a great news for all of us, because the games on the Switch, or the original Switch, they took a bit longer than the other devices out there. So it's actually good to see that they have improved it. They have used a UFS 3.1. Switch 2 also has a DLSS support, so that's actually a good thing, because I don't think that the future AAA games are gonna run that well on this device, because they're just gonna be very hard to run on this tiny device. So DLSS will come in handy. And like I said, it has really a premium build quality, which is great. Like you can really feel the sturdiness of this device. So that's actually great. And it's not that the Joy-Cons like loose or something. No, you will not feel it. That's really great. And of course, the speakers, like I said before, they are really great speakers. So you will not really have any complaints about it. And the eShop is actually now improved a bit. Of course, it still has a lot of clutter, but once you go through it, it's actually really fast. It's just like the UI is now smooth, and it's better than on the original Switch. So that's actually a plus point. And like the one thing that I really liked about this were actually the fans. Like they were working, but they were really silent. So that was actually a really plus point for me. I was playing a game, but I could hardly hear them, which was actually great. Now let's moving on to the cons. Actually, like the biggest con is of course starting from like the price of this console, because they have raised the price. So that's a real shame, but it is what it is. They changed it. And the second is of course like the game price, because they have also increased it. And in my opinion, that's it's increasing. Yes, I get it, but they have really increased it to 79, I think, and which is way too much in my opinion. And the battery time is generally good. I was playing game, and it's like more or less you can expect like 2 hours. I think I still have to test it. It's just a number, but I'm still just gonna test it. For now, it's like more or less 2 hours on the big games, and. But the bad thing is like the battery, like the charging time. It takes around 3 hours to charge this thing. I mean, we have all the handhelds which you can just charge within 1 hour. Like it's like really a shame that you have to spend 3 hours just to charge this console. So yeah, that's really minus in my opinion. And of course, well, I'm nitpicking, but it does not have an OLED screen. If it was OLED, I think it would have been better. But it's still an LCD panel. It's still okay, but I think it's also a missed opportunity. And also, one of the things is the UI, that they haven't changed it much. It looks really similar to what it was on the Switch 1. So in my opinion, they just did not want to fix like something which is not broken or something, but still I think I would like to have a new UI on it. So that's actually one of the things. And moving on, like the dock, I know that the dock has only HDMI 2.0, I think, and they have actually missed on the 4K 120 Hz, which is not that great in my opinion, because if you're gonna hook to a TV that supports 120 Hz, it's just needed these days, I think. And like if I just go, like I will just see it. Of course the graphics are better, but I'm not so sure like in the future how the games are going to perform on this processor. But for that we have to wait. We just cannot assume anything for now, so let's just keep it that way. And the thing is also like the library, it's like really there's only one game released for now, so the Mario Kart. And but that's the only game out there. Of course, there are other like Cyberpunk and other, but Cyberpunk has been already out for quite some time. So, and but they made it work here, which is actually great that they did it. But we'll see how it's gonna perform. I'll just share my opinion about it also. And the one of the things, like the last things, is actually the downloading speed. The downloading speed is actually very slow on this thing. I have used the other devices, and they just download games way faster than this. On the same connection, I download like 50 gigs within an hour on the same Wi-Fi, of course. And then I moved on to the Switch. I downloaded over here, and it just took like for 20 gigabytes, it did in like 2.5 hours, which is actually, really slow in my opinion. And that's pretty much it. And of course, the screen is not bright enough outside. If you take it outside, it's the glare is it's not gonna overcome the sunlight. You will barely see the screen. So that's actually one of the also drawbacks. That's it for now. I will share my full review in the coming days. So that was it for now. So thanks for watching.